Congratulations, you've made it to the final module of this course, and that means you've done something that most couples never do. You've built a complete financial foundation before you say, I do. Now it's time for my favorite part, dreaming about the life you want to build together and creating a financial plan that turns those dreams into reality. By the end of this module, you'll have a clear vision of your shared future, specific financial goals that excite both of you, and a roadmap for making it all happen. You'll know how to tackle major decisions like buying a home, having children, and planning for retirement together. This is where all your hard work pays off. Let's build your dream life. Celebration. Before we dive into future planning, I want to take a moment to appreciate what you've already accomplished. Look at how much you've learned about each other and about building a financial partnership. You started this course as two individuals with separate money histories and habits. You're ending it as a team with shared understanding, aligned systems, and common goals. That transformation doesn't happen by accident. It happens through the kind of intentional work you've been doing. Today's module is different from the others. Instead of learning new concepts or working through challenges, we're going to focus on inspiration and vision. We're going to talk about your dreams, both the practical ones and the big, audacious ones. We'll explore how to set financial goals that actually motivate you, discuss the major life decisions that will shape your future, and create systems for ongoing success. But most importantly, design a shared vision that gets you both excited about the journey ahead. I want you to think big today. Don't limit yourselves to what seems realistic or practical. We can always adjust timelines and strategies, but we can't pursue dreams we haven't dared to envision. You've proven that you can work together on the challenging parts of financial partnership. Now, let's have some fun with the exciting parts. Let's get started. Section 1. The psychology of shared goal setting. Let me tell you about two couples, Lisa and Mike, and Sarah and David. Both couples wanted to buy their first home. Both couples had similar incomes and expenses, but their approaches to this goal were completely different, and so were the results. Lisa and Mike set a goal to save for a house. They opened a savings account and started putting away $500 a month. But after 6 months, they had only saved $2,400 instead of $3,000. They used some of that house money for a vacation, some for car repairs, and some for other urgent expenses. After 2 years, they were frustrated and no closer to home ownership. Sarah and David also wanted to buy a house, but they approached it differently. They researched specific neighborhoods, visited open houses, and found their dream home, a 3-bedroom craftsman with a big backyard for $350,000. They calculated they needed $70,000 for the down payment and closing costs. They named their savings account our Craftsman House Fund and put a big picture of their dream home on their refrigerator. They automated their savings and celebrated every $10,000 milestone. 18 months later, they got the keys to their house. What made the difference? Sarah and David didn't just have a goal, they had a compelling vision that was specific, meaningful, and emotionally engaging. Here's what psychology research tells us about goals that actually get achieved. Vague goals like save money or get out of debt are much less likely to be achieved than specific goals like save $25,000 for a house down payment or pay off $18,000 in credit card debt. Goals that connect to your deeper values and desires are more motivating than goals that are just smart financially. The couple who wants to buy a house so they can have a vegetable garden and host family gatherings is more likely to succeed than the couple who wants to buy a house because it's a good investment. For couples, goals work best when both partners are genuinely excited about them, not when one person convinces the other person to go along with it. The goal needs to feel like ours, not yours that I'm also supporting. Abstract goals are hard to stay motivated about. Goals that you can picture, describe, and imagine yourself achieving are much more powerful. Goals with clear milestones and regular progress check-ins are more likely to be achieved than goals you just hope to accomplish someday. As a couple, you actually have advantages in goal achievement that single people don't have: built-in accountability. You can encourage each other when motivation wanes. Complementary strengths. Your different personalities can support different aspects of the goal. Shared sacrifice. It's easier to give up small pleasures when you're doing it together for something bigger. Doubled celebration. Achieving goals together creates shared joy and stronger partnership. But here are some common goal-setting mistakes that couples make. Mistake number 1, setting goals that only one person really cares about. Mistake number 2, choosing goals based on what you think you should want instead of what you actually want. Mistake number 3, making goals so big they feel impossible or so small they don't actually inspire any action. Mistake number 4, forgetting to celebrate progress along the way. And mistake number 5, not revisiting and adjusting goals as life changes. The solution is to create what I call compelling shared visions. Goals that are specific enough to plan for, meaningful enough to motivate you, and exciting enough to sustain you through the inevitable challenges. So how do you create these compelling shared visions? Let me show you exactly how to do it. Interactive exercise, Dream Life Vision Board. Now we're going to do one of my favorite exercises in this entire course, creating your Dream Life Vision Board. This is where you get to imagine the life you want to build together without worrying about how you'll afford it or whether it's realistic. You'll need something to write or draw with and something to write on, paper, a notebook, even the back of an envelope. This doesn't have to be fancy or artistic. The goal is to capture your dreams, not win an art contest. First, I want each of you to spend about 5 minutes creating your individual vision of your ideal life in 10 years. Don't worry about your partner's vision just yet. Just focus on what would make you personally excited to wake up every morning. As you're creating your vision, think about, where are you living? What does your home look like? What neighborhood or city are you in? Do you own or rent? What does your work life look like? Are you climbing the corporate ladder? Are you starting your own business? Are you pursuing a passion project? Are you working part-time? What does your family look like? Do you have children, pets? How do you spend time together? How do you spend your free time? What hobbies do you pursue? What experiences do you prioritize? What kind of impact are you making? How are you contributing to your community or causes you care about? And what does financial freedom mean to you? What would you do if money wasn't a constraint? Close your eyes for a moment and imagine it's Saturday morning, 10 years from now. You need to wake up in your ideal life. What do you see? What do you hear? How do you feel? What are you looking forward to? Now, open your eyes and capture that vision. Write it down, draw it, make a list, whatever feels natural to you. Go ahead and pause the video now. Take about 5 minutes to create your individual visions. All right, welcome back. Now comes the really interesting part, sharing your visions with each other and discovering where they overlap and where they differ. As you share your visions, listen with curiosity, not judgment. Your partner's vision might surprise you, and that's okay. Ask questions to understand. What appeals to you about that? Or what would that feel like? Look for themes and values. What underlying values are driving your partner's vision? Don't immediately worry about conflicts. We'll address differences in a moment. Now, look at both of your individual visions and identify what elements appear in both visions. These are your natural shared goals. What elements complement each other? Maybe one person dreams of travel and the other dreams of flexibility. Those work together. What elements seem conflicting? We'll work on these in a moment. If you discover elements that seem conflicting, maybe one person envisions city life while the other dreams of the suburbs. Don't panic. Often apparent conflicts can be resolved creatively. Timing solutions. Maybe you live in the city for your career building years and move to the suburbs when you have children. Compromise solutions. Maybe you find a suburban area with urban amenities or a city with access to nature. Alternative solutions. Maybe the real desire is for your community, suburbs, and culture, city, and you can find ways to get both. Work together to create a combined vision that incorporates the best elements from both of your individual visions. This isn't about finding the lowest common denominator, it's about finding the highest shared aspiration. When couples have a truly shared vision, something magical happens. Decision-making becomes easier because you can evaluate choices based on whether they move you toward or away from your vision. Sacrifice becomes motivation because you're giving up small things now for something bigger that you both want. Setbacks become temporary because you maintain focus on the bigger picture. And success becomes sweeter because you're achieving something you created together. Section 2, Major Life Decisions and Financial Planning. Now, let's talk about some of the major life decisions that you'll face as a couple and how to approach them financially. These are big decisions that will significantly shape your financial future, and having a framework for thinking about them will serve you well throughout your marriage. Decision number 1, children. The financial reality of having children. If children are part of your vision, it's important to understand the financial implications so you can plan accordingly. According to recent studies, raising a child from birth to age 18 costs approximately $230,000 to $300,000. Not including college. But here's what's more important than the total number. Understanding the specific costs and timing. Pregnancy and birth, $5,000 to $15,000 depending on your insurance coverage. Baby gear and setup, $2,000 to $5,000 for the essentials. Increased monthly expenses, $800 to $1,500 per month for childcare, diapers, formula, clothing, etc. Childcare, this is often the biggest expense. Full-time daycare can cost $600 to $2,000 or more per month depending on your location. Healthcare. Children mean more doctor visits, prescriptions, and potential increases in insurance premiums. Housing. You might need more space, which could mean higher rents or a bigger mortgage. Transportation. Larger car, more gas, and higher insurance costs. And here are some things on the income side to consider. Parental leave. How much paid leave do you have? What will your income be during leave periods? Career impact. Will either partner reduce work hours or change jobs or take time off? Childcare versus staying home. Sometimes it's more economical for one parent to stay home than to pay for childcare. Start saving early. Even $200 a month starting 2 years before having children can make a huge difference. Research your benefits. Understand your health insurance coverage and parental leave policies. Consider timing. When in your careers and financial lives does having children make the most sense? Plan for flexibility. Children often mean less predictable income and more unpredictable expenses. Decision number 2, housing. Rent versus buy, the ultimate financial decision. For most couples, housing will be their largest expense, so this decision deserves careful consideration. This decision isn't just about monthly payments, it's about lifestyle, flexibility, and long-term wealth building. Why renting makes sense. Financial reasons. You don't have enough saved for a down payment and an emergency fund. Your debt-to-income ratio is too high to qualify for a good mortgage. Home prices in your area are extremely high relative to rents, or you expect your income to increase significantly in the next few years. Lifestyle reasons. You're not sure where you want to live long-term. Your careers might require relocation. You prefer the flexibility of being able to move easily, or you don't want the responsibility of home maintenance. When buying makes sense, the financial reasons. You have stable income and emergency savings. You plan to stay in the area for at least 5 to 7 years. You can afford the down payment without depleting all your savings, or the monthly mortgage payment, including taxes and insurance, is comparable to rent. And here's some little lifestyle reasons. You want to build equity and own an asset. You want stability and control over your living space. You enjoy home improvement and maintenance projects, or you want to build roots in a community. Many first-time buyers underestimate the total cost of owning a home. The upfront costs include down payment, typically 3 to 20% of the home price, closing costs, 2 to 5% of the home price, moving expenses, and immediate repairs or improvements. And then there are the ongoing costs, the mortgage payment, property taxes, homeowners insurance, maintenance and repairs. You should probably budget 1 to 2% of the home value annually for them, utilities, and sometimes HOA fees. If homeownership is part of your vision, here's how to save for it. Calculate your target. Down payment plus closing costs plus emergency fund that remains after your purchase. And automate your savings. Set up automatic transfers to a dedicated house fund. Consider high-yield savings. Your house fund should be easily accessible but earning interest. Look into first-time homebuyer programs. Many areas offer assistance with down payments or closing costs. Decision number 3, career priorities. Whose career takes priority when? This is one of the most important conversations couples need to have, and it often involves multiple decisions over time rather than one permanent choice. Here are some scenarios to consider. Graduate school or additional training. If one partner wants to go back to school, how will you handle the reduced income and increased expenses? Career opportunities. What if one partner gets offered a great job in another city? How do you decide whether to relocate? Entrepreneurship. If one partner wants to start a business, how do you manage the financial risk and uncertainty? Work-life balance. As you have children or aging parents that need care, how do you balance earning potential with family responsibilities? Here's some framework for career decisions. 1. Financial impact. What are the short-term and long-term financial implications? Timing. Is this the right time in your lives and careers for this decision? Reversibility. How easily can you change course if this doesn't work out? Alignment with values. Does this decision support your shared visions and values? Mutual support. How can you both contribute to making this decision successful? Decision number 4, major purchases and lifestyle choices. Cars, vacations, and lifestyle inflation. As your income grows, you'll face decisions about how much to spend on cars, vacations, entertainment, and other lifestyle expenses. It's natural for spending to increase as income increases, but unchecked lifestyle inflation can prevent you from reaching your bigger goals. Instead of automatically upgrading everything as you earn more, make conscious decisions. Value-based spending. Spend more on things that align with your values and bring you joy. Goal-directed spending. Make sure lifestyle increases don't prevent you from reaching your major goals. Future-focused spending. Balance present enjoyment with future security. Here's a decision framework for you. For any major purchase or lifestyle change, ask, does this align with our shared values and visions? Can we afford this without derailing our other goals? Will this purchase bring lasting satisfaction or just temporary pleasure? Or are we making this decision from a place of intention or impulse? Section 3, creating your financial roadmap. Now it's time to turn your shared vision into a concrete financial roadmap. This is where we take all those dreams and create specific, actionable plans for making them happen. I'm going to give you a framework for creating what I call your financial life map, a plan that shows how you'll achieve your major goals over time while handling your ongoing financial responsibilities. First, take all the elements from your shared vision and organize them into categories. Short-term goals, which is 1 to 3 years. These might include building your emergency fund, paying off debt, saving for a wedding or a honeymoon, building a down payment fund, or starting retirement savings. Then your medium-term goals. These are 3 to 10 years. These might include buying your first home, having children, career changes or additional education, starting a business, or major travel or experiences. And then categorize your long-term goals. These are 10 years or longer, and they might include retirement planning, children's college expenses, paying off your mortgage, major philanthropic goals, or legacy planning. For each goal, research and estimate how much money you'll need, when you want to achieve it, and how much you need to save per month to reach it. Let's say you want to save $60,000 for a house down payment in 4 years. $60,000 over 48 months is $1,250 per month. If that feels like too much, you can extend the timeline, 5 years, which is $1,000 per month, or reduce the target amount, maybe $45,000, which is $938 per month. Or you can find ways to increase income or reduce other expenses. Now, not all goals can be pursued simultaneously. You need to decide which goals are prerequisites for others. For example, an emergency fund comes before a house down payment. Which goals are time sensitive? Well, having children might be more important than determining your final career moves. Which goals complement each other? Building good credit certainly helps with the home buying process. And which goals might conflict with each other? Going on an expensive vacation might delay your house savings. Based on your prioritization, decide how to allocate your available savings each month. Let's say you have $2,000 per month available for goals and savings. Your emergency fund might get $500 a month until you reach your target. The house down payment fund, $800 a month. Retirement, $400 a month. Travel, $200 a month. Or your car replacement fund, $100 a month. As your income increases over time, plan how you'll allocate those increases. Here's a 50-30-20 rule for raises. 50% goes towards your current priority goals, accelerating the progress towards them. 30% goes towards lifestyle improvement, enjoying the fruits of your labor right now. And 20% goes towards new goals or higher priority existing goals. And keep in mind, life rarely goes according to plan, so build flexibility into your roadmap. Have regular reviews. Plan to review and adjust your roadmap annually. Adjustment mechanisms. Know which goals you can delay if needed and which ones are non-negotiable. Opportunity funds. Keep some savings available for unexpected opportunities. And here are some strategies for handling competing priorities. Strategy number 1, the sequential approach. Focus intensively on one major goal at a time. Example, all your extra money goes towards debt elimination. Then all of it goes towards house savings, and then all of it goes towards retirement. Strategy number 2, the parallel approach. Make progress on multiple goals simultaneously. For example, split extra money between the house savings fund, retirement, and travel fund. Strategy number 3, the hybrid approach. Combine both strategies based on goal priority and timing. For example, minimum contributions to retirement and travel fund while focus intensively on house savings. But before pursuing any other goals, make sure you have a solid emergency fund. A starter emergency fund is usually $500 to $1,000 for immediate security. A full emergency fund is usually $1,000 to $2,500, which covers most of the unexpected expenses. And then an ideal emergency fund could be anywhere from 3 to 6 months of your expenses, which could take care of things like having a job interruption. And then you can also have goal-specific emergency funds, additional savings for goals that can't be delayed, like having children. And keep in mind retirement planning. Even though retirement feels far away, starting early makes a huge difference. $300 per month starting at age 25 becomes approximately $650,000 by age 65. $300 per month starting at age 35 becomes approximately $350,000 by age 65. Starting 10 years later cuts your final amount nearly in half. And don't forget your employer 401k. Contribute at least enough to get any company match. That's free money. And if you qualify, get a Roth IRA. It's great for young people who expect to be in higher tax brackets later. And regardless, you can set up your own traditional IRA, which is a great option if you want current tax deductions. And here's a general guideline. Try to save 10 to 15% of your income for retirement. And the key to success with any financial roadmap is automation. Set up automatic transfers to savings accounts for each goal. Automate retirement and investment contributions. And automate fixed expenses so you don't have to think about them. So here's a template for creating your roadmap. Your shared vision. Write a paragraph describing your 10-year vision. Priority goals. Set the goal, the amount needed, the target amount, and the monthly savings required. And set up recurring monthly allocations. How much money do you want going towards Goal 1, Goal 2, retirement funds, and emergency funds? And set up an annual review date when you'll review and adjust the plan. And list out any next review triggers. For example, life events that would cause you to revisit the plan sooner. Final encouragement. And that's it. You've completed Before I Do, the essential financial checklist for couples. Look at everything you've accomplished over these modules. You've discovered your money stories and learned how your past experiences shape your financial decisions. You've identified your financial personality types and created strategies for working together instead of against each other. You've designed a complete system for managing money together that honors both of your needs and styles. You've achieved complete financial transparency. There are no secrets, no hidden debts, no financial information that one partner doesn't know about. You've created a concrete plan for eliminating debt and protecting your financial future with proper insurance and legal documents. And today, you've created an inspiring vision that will guide your financial decisions and keep you motivated through whatever challenges and opportunities lie ahead. But here's what's even more important than the financial knowledge you've gained. You've learned how to be partners. You've practiced having difficult conversations. You've made joint decisions, and you've supported each other through challenging topics. The communication skills you've developed, the trust you've built, and the teamwork you've practiced, this will serve you well in every area of your marriage, not just your finances. So as you go forward, remember that building a strong financial partnership is an ongoing process. You'll face unexpected challenges and you'll make mistakes. And sometimes you'll disagree about money decisions. That's normal and expected. What matters isn't that you've never had financial challenges. It's that you face them together with the tools and understanding you've built. You now have something that most couples never develop, a complete financial foundation built together before you say, I do. You understand each other's money psychology. You have systems for working together, and you have a shared vision for your future. This foundation will allow you to weather financial storms that derail other couples, and it will help you achieve financial goals that might seem impossible to couples who don't have your level of partnership and planning. You're building something beautiful together, not just a shared financial life, but a true partnership that will strengthen and deepen over the years. Every conversation you have about money, every goal you achieve together, every challenge you overcome, it's all about building something that will serve you for a lifetime. So keep using the tools you've learned. Keep having those monthly money meetings. Keep celebrating your progress and supporting each other's dreams. Keep growing and learning together. I'm so proud of the work you've done, and I'm excited about the future you're building together. You have everything you need to create the financial life you want. So go out there and make it happen. And thank you for trusting me to be a part of your expedition. It's been an honor to help you build this foundation together. Here's to your beautiful future.